and Torkabar's not one of them. So a mere 30 face up to the first flight with Holy Joe and Battalion, two of the leaders. Urizen is right up with them as they jump the first, and just as Hopeful and Seyur over on the far side. All 30 are safely over the first, and Battalion is the leader from Seyur and Holy Joe. Then comes Just as Hopeful, behind them Urizen. Then towards the outside is Mushtag. The back marker at the moment is Ross Streamer, and Battalion is still taking him along from Seyur, Just as Hopeful and Holy Joe. Then comes Mushtag. On the inside, Mr. Gossip. Urizen prominent. Capability Brown is not far off the lead, but Battalion is the leader. Battalion, Holy Joe and Seyur as they jump the second. Battalion over. Slight mistake there by Better Times Ahead, the grey under Graham McCourt. Battalion, Holy Joe, Just as Hopeful, Mushtag, Seyur on the inside, Mr. Gossip and Urizen over the third. Battalion, Mushtag, Seyur and Holy Joe. Mr. Gossip on the outside, then Urizen. Pragada going right up behind the leaders now. Right over the far side, approaching the next flight. Battalion from Mushtag at the fourth. Seyur comes next. Pragada jumps right up there on the outside. Seyur holding his position. Leading the next is Sparrston Boy with Lake Tureen. Upsides him. Battalion and Mushtag still, these two, as they run downhill. Battalion on the inside of Mushtag with the bright blinkers there, hood. And behind them come Holy Joe and Seyur, then Pragada and Lake Tureen, then Urizen as they jump the fifth. Bart Owen is not far behind the lead. But these two have been matching strides for some while, still sharing it. Mushtag and Battalion as they come to the sixth of the 13 flights in the Coral Golden Hurdle Fund. Mushtag and Battalion, Battalion and Mushtag, Seyur, Holy Joe, Pragada and Lake Tureen and Urizen and Bart Owen just in behind them. Then Capability Brown and Better Times Ahead. As they come to the flight that will be the last. Number 7, Mushtag and Battalion from Pragada, Holy Joe and Seyur. Lake Tureen on the outside. Bart Owen comes next. Behind Bart Owen is King's Rank. Out into the country now. Ross Streamer some way behind the others, as Battalion and Mushtag still disputed from Seyur, Holy Joe, Pragada and Lake Tureen on the outside, and on the inner Bart Owen, and then comes Urizen, and then King's Rank, then Capability Brown, Mr. Gossip on the inside, still Mushtag and Battalion, Seyur, Holy Joe and Pragada. Lake Tureen is wide, and so is King's Rank as they come down to the next, the 8th. Still Mushtag, Pragada, Battalion being pushed along and losing a bit of ground now. Then comes Seyur, Holy Joe, King's Rank and Mr. Gossip also well in contention. Pragada going right up though to take the lead as they jump this flight. Pragada lands over the 9th in the lead. Mushtag is losing ground. Lake Tureen is making ground towards the outside. It's Pragada from Lake Tureen. Capability Brown on the outside. Mr. Gossip is there too. Still Pragada though, the leader from Lake Tureen. Capability Brown, then Mr. Gossip. And My View is beginning to get into the picture too. Oh, it's Pragada from Lake Tureen, and Capability Brown under Peter Scudamore. And Trapper John is making good progress just in behind the lead. The top weight two towards the left of the picture. So towards the right as we see them, it's Pragada in the center, Lake Terrene. My View upside him. Trapper John coming there towards the outside with Capability Brown traveling well too. My View in the center there from Lake Terrene. Mr. Gossip, Pragada on the inside. Capability Brown racing now towards the second last, and as they do so, it's Pragada on the inside, My View on the far side, Lake Terrene. Then making very good progress is Tamapur. And so it's My View in the center, over on the far side, Pragada, then Lake Terrene, then Mr. Gossip as they round the home turn and make their way towards the final flight. The Widget Man is running on from the rear. It's My View on the near side, Pragada on the far side, then Mr. Gossip, and then the Widget Man. Lake Terrene losing ground. My View lands in the lead just from Pragada on the far side, then Mr. Gossip, and then the Widget Man and Tamapur. And racing into the closing stages, it's My View on the near side, Pragada. My View the leader as they race up towards the line. Pragada fighting back. It's My View from Pragada. My View is going to win it from Pragada and at the line. My View is the winner. Pragada is second. The Widget Man is third. Four Mr. Gossip, and five was Tamapur, and six was Shularaig. And so the result of the 1992 Coral Golden Hurdle Final is first, number 7, My View, owned by Mrs. Seamus Purcell, trained in Ireland by Michael Purcell, the first Irish triumph of the meeting, and ridden by Jason Titley. Second was number 6, Pragada, owned by Mrs. Margaret McGlone, trained by Martin Pipe and ridden by Jimmy Frost. And third was number 9, the Widget Man, owned by Mr. A. Ilsley, trained by Josh Gifford and ridden by Eamon Murphy, with fourth, number 11, Mr. Gossip.
Yes, you could fancy a lot of them here, couldn't you? But look at old Pragada on the right of the picture there. He went from Josh Gifford's down to Martin Pipes to try and rekindle his enthusiasm. He was blinkered for the first time, Jimmy Frost rode, and he's certainly run his best race of the season. But here, under severe pressure under Jason Titley, who's really coming to the fore now, on My View in the light colours, the colours carried by Buck House here, so well a few seasons ago. Looks as if he's going to be drowned by a couple coming from behind. Mr. Gossip's in third place, the Widget Man in fourth. Tamapur coming up on the rails there in the red and blue colours. And Lake Terrene also just going out of the picture. But here, as they're faced with the hill, young Jason, who's really making a name for himself, got a good ride here tomorrow, goes for home, but neither of them are going very fast, are they? They just seem to come a bit close there, but Jimmy Frost doesn't have to stop riding at all, and now, all of a sudden, they're a long way apart. The Widget Man, Josh Gifford's horse in third under Eamon Murphy, plugging on all the way, but never able to get back. It's the first Irish winner of the meeting. Michael Purcell trains this one, and he's home, I suppose, in the end, by a length and a half. Mr. Gossip looks as if he's fourth,